Spencer Matthews has recalled how alcohol took over his life and threatened to end his relationship before he made the sudden decision to go sober. During his years as a city broker in London and through to his Made in Chelsea days, drinking became a cornerstone of the TV star's life. But it was when he reached his late 20s and met and married his wife, Vogue Williams, that alcohol began to threaten his future plans and his desire to settle down. Speaking on the Mail's Everything I Know About Me podcast, Spencer admitted of his past behavior. There was a certainty that I would lose Vogue if I carried on drinking the way I was drinking. He recalled how in the early months of their romance, after meeting on 2017 reality show The Jump, he and Vogue would go out partying together, admitting we had this highly social, quite boozy relationship. Alcohol even brought the couple, now parents of 3, together, as he admits he was perhaps his most dependent on booze around the time they met. I think anybody who was on The Jump will tell you that it was quite something, he explained. Although I went sober when I made the finals for 10 days before the finals, only went and won. When I won, I went on some mental bender, lost everything. I was beginning to feel like I was a real mess then, and that was a bit unusual for me. Spencer explained, though, that while Vogue would binge drink every few days and drink to get drunk, he would carry on, and it was every day. She won't mind me saying she's a bit of a binge drinker. She actually hates alcohol. She can't stand being hungover. She doesn't like the taste of booze, but she'll drink to get drunk. Back then, she would drink to get drunk every few days. Now, it's once a month type of thing, Spencer explained. On the days off, I would drink and she wouldn't. And then she would get back on the horse. And then when she stopped, I carried on, and it was every day, and she would draw attention to it. Around this time, Vogue fell pregnant with their eldest son, Theodore. My drinking was emphasized by the fact that she wasn't drinking, Spencer said. There was a general level of disappointment in her about me, which felt right, because I've always wanted people who are close to me to be proud of me. He added, after The Jump, Spencer struggled to find more work, whilst his wife's career was flourishing. I was beginning to feel like a real loser. She would do these great things and travel while she was pregnant, and land these TV jobs and present these documentaries. And I'd be at home. Spencer's turning point came after one boozy night in 2017 after he drank most of a bottle of whiskey at the London home he shared with Vogue. Getting into bed drunk with Vogue, who was pregnant, he remembers how he told her he was going to quit. She didn't really believe me, and neither did anybody else. He admitted, but I didn't drink for 3.5 years, just stopped. And just to emphasize his turning point, the next morning he signed up to his first ultra-marathon, running 6.5 marathons in 5 days in the Sahara Desert. Explaining, I did it to punish myself for the years wasted. Spencer went on to launch his low-alcohol drinks company, the Clean Liquor Company, in 2019. He and Vogue are now also the proud parents of 3 children, and the star has declared, what success really is, I think, is the ability to exist and be happy, with the people around you. And I know it sounds a bit lame, but that is the truth. I am really happy with my wife and my marriage and my kids and our situation.